So yes, hello right there. You know that today we will be reviewing Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, and aside from that, we will be having a discussion, sort of slight discussion on 21st century literature. So first I'll introduce myself. My name is Renee Isabella L. Aguila of grade 11 Humes 1. Okay, Humes 1. Yeet. Okay. So in this video, we're not only just going to, again, not just have a book review. I will sort of have a commentary on 21st century literature. But first off, we will categorize the genre of where Red Queen falls in. Okay? Okay, so first off, we will categorize Red Queen under its many genres in literature. So first off, we have prose. Prose, because of the many sentences and paragraphs this book has, and it doesn't have the metrical or rhyming structure that poetry usually has. And under prose, we have commercial fiction, which is defined by the multiple subplots and the very expanded universe the Red Queen series, or book rather, has. And under commercial fiction, we have two genres which also define the Red Queen book, which is fantasy and young adult. First off, we have young adult because this book caters to 12 to 18-year-olds, or basically young adults. And fantasy also defines Red Queen because of the supernatural powers most of the characters, the Silvers rather, use throughout the story. So before we head into the book review itself, we'll first have a recap on Mare's beginnings. This doesn't just apply to those who have already read the book, but this is also for newcomers who want to know more about Mare's story before they, get the actual book. So yeah, warning, sort of some spoilers ahead. So we are introduced to Mare Barrow, who is a Red. When you're a Red, you're like, just normal people, just like, us. In reality, you don't have any powers or anything. You're basically ordinary. We're also introduced to the Silvers, who literally have silver blood and possess supernatural powers. So the main thing of this story is that Mare is suddenly called into the palace and is offered a job because the previous night she was given help by a stranger named Cal, and later we find out that the help offered was given by Cal, and we then figure out that Cal is actually Prince Cal of that kingdom where Mare and all the other characters reside in. So Mare then has a job as a servant and serves during Queen's Trial contest where all the daughters of nobility would compete for the hand of Prince Cal. So later during Queen's Trial, Mare suddenly trips and falls into the lightning shield, and the lightning shield is supposed to kill her, but it doesn't. So it is proven that Mare actually has powers and can manipulate lightning and all that. And the Silvers are like so confused right now because they figure out like a Red has powers, like something like that. And what happens is the king and queen of the kingdom, who also saw what happened, gives Mare a fake background in exchange for Mare's demands, releasing her brothers and other stuff that you'll know more about in the book if you read it. And what also happens is Mare begins her training as a proper princess, since in the deal with the king and queen is that she has to be betrothed to Prince Cal's younger brother, which is Prince Maven, and Mare doesn't like this lying and all that, so she plots with the Scarlet Guard. However, plot twist, Prince Maven also joins the Scarlet Guard, so like a silver with the Scarlet Guard. Oh my god. So yeah, the Scarlet Guard is a rebellion whose goal is to have equal opportunity for the Reds and the Silvers. So while plotting, they plan to kill 4 important people in the government, in the monarchy rather, to help execute the plans of the Scarlet Guard. However, once the massacre happens, something goes wrong when a bomb suddenly explodes, and all the characters are scramming and all that, and Mare is worried that she might get caught, However, some of the prisoners are caught and Mare tries to help them escape. However, it is later found out by Prince Cal that, Mare is actually, she's actually, part of the Scarlet Guard. So yeah, then what happens is Maven then betrays Mare because he's in cahoots with his mother, Queen Elara. And then what Queen Elara does is she controls the mind of Prince Cal, to manipulate what's happening and all that. And Queen Elara, while controlling Prince Cal then kills the king. Prince Cal is framed that he killed his father, both him and Mare, since Mare doesn't want to be in cahoots with Maven anymore. So what happens is Maven, now the king, since Cal was removed from having throne already, or from assuming the title of king, Prince Maven puts both Cal and Mare in a bowl of bones, or it's like an arena, and they have to fight all the silvers who are trying to kill them as like a punishment. But then Mare and Cal, they both defeat all the silvers and they escape when suddenly the Scarlet Guard suddenly arrives and rescues them. So that's like the end of the story. One of my favorite parts of the book is the part wherein Cal would teach Mare how to dance, and I think it was romantic since they did it in the dark. Dancing in the dark. So yeah, that was like a really cute moment since I really shipped Cal and Mare ever since the beginning, since they met. I mean, yeah, I had feelings for Maven too, but then Maven double-crossed Mare. But in the books, in the next books, Maven still has some romance for Mare. So yeah, beautiful. So what happens in the next book. So one of the issues I had with the story was, at the first part, the introduction, we are introduced to the world of the Reds and Silvers, on how the Silvers had come down from the heavens and they are not kind anymore. So that's the thing that's actually been, what I've been questioning for how many years already since I've read this book. Because there's no further explanation why the Silvers and Reds don't get along, and there's that, division between them. Like, why is there that inequality between the Silvers and the Reds? We aren't aware of the reason why they have this conflict. However, on a good note though, what's good about Red Queen is that it breaks the stereotypical Cinderella trope, wherein the common girl wants to marry the prince and they live happily ever after. But in Red Queen, it doesn't work that way. Aside from Maven being a silver, Mare didn't want to marry Maven because it's her choice. She isn't that stereotypical girl who thinks that the world is full of romance. There's more to life than just romance for her. She wants to be able to succeed not only for herself but also for her family. She wants to repay Giza for what she has done, for breaking her hand because of what happened back then. So in actually understanding the Red Queen universe, we can apply a literary approach here, which is Marxism by Karl Marx, and this focuses on the social classes that is seen in this story, which is the social classes or the division between the Silvers and the Reds. So the roles that we would see for the Reds is, they're like the working class. They just simply work for the bourgeoisie or those who are wealthy, which are the Silvers portrayed in this story. So the Reds are basically poor and they can't actually provide everything for their family, while the bourgeoisie or the Silvers in the story, they have everything. They have the riches, they have the powers, they have everything. There's the Reds, they aren't given an equal opportunity, and that's a big problem in the throughout the story, which, you know, is quite central to what's happening in Mary's life in the story. I think 21st century literature isn't, you know, simply literature produced in this century for the readers of this century. I think 21st century literature is a combination of all the different periods throughout, you know, the history of literature or whatever. I think this literature that we have today, you know, combines and is inspired from so many things that's happening today. You know, we get to learn from the past experience, the past stories we've read and learned throughout school, and, you know, we integrate what we've learned with what we know today to create something so new and experimental. '21st century literature class has, you know, made me appreciate literature more than I used to do, because, you know, I didn't have much regard for literature since I'm more on, you know, the grammar side and all that. I could not just simply enjoy stories, I could enjoy the structure of it, the characters involved, and other elements, you know, in literature. Another impactful experience of mine in literature class was the moments I spent with the people who also took this class with me, which are my classmates. So shout out to HU01 right there. So yes, they made literature class so much more fun and entertaining because, you know, aside from the jokes and the side comments we'd usually hear and, you know, share in class, I was able to learn so much more from them. They were able to contribute to discussions, and I was able to learn so much from them that, damn, they know a lot. They really think a lot as well. So that ends this book review slash commentary on 21st century literature. So thank you for watching. I wanted to say subscribe since this probably won't be posted on a YouTube channel as far as I know. Anyway, I'd like to thank Victoria Aviard for this awesome book. And, you know, thank you also for signing it during your tour here. So, you know, not to brag or anything, but yeah. Moving on, I'd like to thank HU01 for making 21st century literature so much fun. So shout out to you, we had so much love for you guys. Yes, so much love again. Finally, I'd like to thank Ms. Camille for, you know, for teaching us 21st century literature. So okay naman dyan, Miss? Okay, tapos na ang video na to. Okay, so yeah, goodbye and see you on a next video or whatever. So yeah, goodbye.